So you're saying that
England, Shannon.
if people in Africa had televisions,
I'm saying if they had the same opportunities as us, they could be nerds. No, I'm saying they could be nerds. So there could be like another 1.5 billion people who could be nerds.
Yeah, hand that kid like a controller instead of an AK, and
yeah. I mean, I've heard they're all basically they train you to shoot anyway, so he might as well,
Could be the next
use that
MLG
controller.
COD Pro.
Yeah.
COD play.
If it works one way, it should work the other way around, surely.
Is a COD obsessee a nerd?
No. They're considered a normalite. It's the same like when people play FIFA. If you play FIFA or like any sort of sports game on the Xbox,
or something.
Yeah. You're not like it's not like a
COD,
geeky thing.
Or Halo. Is Halo still nerdy? No, if you play that, you can still be like non-geek. But if you try to bust out like, oh yeah, I played fucking Ni no Kuni, this Japanese fucking cartoon game, man, they're gonna wedge you so hard. Like you're not gonna be able to sit right for 3 days.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember the last time anyone wedgied anyone ever.
I'm sure it happens still to this day.
To anybody I've ever known.
I don't think it happens to this day.
I don't know, man. Like, it's a time-honored tradition.
We have cyberbullying.
Yeah, now it's different. Now you post stuff on Facebook. Yeah, you e-wedge them.
Something different. Oh, my
Now you frape them.
You frape them, yeah.
Yeah. Like, the way to frape a jock is to, like, log on to their Facebook and say, oh, man, I watched this TV show about geeks, and then I played this Japanese role-playing game. And then they were like, no, man, that's worse than calling me gay. Yeah. That's how it works.
Must be tough being like a jock who has to, pretend to people that he is a jock whilst being a nerd.
You mean like Lou?
Like on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, Lou. Yeah.
Lou. That's basically what Lou is.
I know. He's not really sporty though. He's just like a football player.
I'll tweet him about his recent WoW login plays. Because he plays WoW now, doesn't he?
I think that's his brother though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Linus.
Considering the name, the character is Linus, yeah.
Fair enough. I wondered why he was playing, but he wasn't saying anything. I thought, wow.
Yeah.
Antisocial.
What an asshole.
Fucking fucker. Playing games, just not with us. Wow.
That's rude. That's rude.
Star Wars isn't nerdy. It used to be, but now it's like Star Trek.
When the prequels came out, it's not as much anymore. Yeah. It turns like anti-nerdy, and now it's like, if it's a big blockbuster movie with people running around shouting and things are exploding, that's just cool now. You don't need
Lord
to be...
of the Rings too, then, I suppose.
Captain Kirk is claiming... Yeah, Lord of the Rings is like...
what level?
The thing is, stuff like Star Trek, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings now is what, like, jocks can go watch and say, oh, I'm such a nerd. And then, be, like, their cheerleader girlfriend's just like, yeah, but I like you anyway. And that's about it.
A lot of fresh
serious. I know.
Yeah.
Check out fucking comment.
Fucking
this
jocks,
is the best trailer for a game ever.
What is that?
Oh!
Star Trek game.
It's the same with nerd glasses. Nerd glasses are cool now. Or they're like...
Yeah, because they're hipster glasses now. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't... I hate nerd glasses. I'm not keen.
Oh, wait, I sent you the wrong link, sorry.
Reimagining the Gorn. What the...
Yeah, they already...
That game does look fun.
That was the wrong link. This is the right... The video underneath the picture.
Oh, where's this fucking rare dude? Oh, there he is. I just found Salian War Scout. Nice.
Ha. Shatner, the original Captain Kirk, finds himself locked in Mortal Kombat to his old enemy, a reptilian creature called the Gorn. They
look a lot more flexible than the original Gorn.
That's the episode, isn't it? Dun, 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 dun,
yeah.
dun, dun.
Okay, where are they? Oh, it's a parody. No, wait, what?
It's Paramount.
I don't...
Watch the first
no, I'm
video,
reading.
not the second video. Oh.
It's a video game thing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's for the game, which is coming out shortly.
That does look like a fun game.
I got a small bag of goods.
he's playing with the corn. You know, for an 82-year-old man, he doesn't look that old.
Yeah.
Who?
Shatner.
Yeah, Shatner.
82.
Shatner's 82?
No,
Yeah.
he's not.
No way.
No.
Holy fuck, he is.
Wiki it up.
What the fuck?
He's born 1931.
Okay, that was a pretty cool trailer.
No fucking
Looking
way.
at him in this trailer, I'd say
Check
he
it,
was like
yeah.
15.
60, yeah. He's 82! Jesus Christ. I don't think he's particularly much of a health nut either. I don't know, man. Have you seen Leonard Nimoy recently? He looks pretty damn old.
Alright, well...
Yeah, he does.
But like he's sort of like a dignified oldness, you know?
Yeah. Not like not like my granddad. But like a rich old person. It's like Ian McKellen. Ian McKellen's really old as well.
Yeah.
And Christopher Lee. But Christopher Lee's like
Christopher Lee
90.
isn't really dignified. Yeah, he's ridiculously old. He has like the world record for movies or something. And he used to drive like a motorbike, and I read something about him on Reddit. He
was in the army.
He's done like everything. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's done everything.
But the game has like the reboot actors model.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Would you advertise this game for us? Yeah, it's Star Trek, but we've used like the new characters, but we still want you because you're cheaper than him to do the advert.
Maybe there's a flashback with Shatner or something, or the old Kirk. I don't know. No, that would make no sense, really. Yeah. I guess like, hey, you want to do a thing? We'll pay you. Okay, sure.
Yeah. By the way, it'll kind of embarrass you and kind of just mock your name and all that shit.
It's not 82. I don't think he cares much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably pretty okay with his legacy. Like, I'm fucking Kirk. James T. Kirk. The Kirk. People love me. I'm pretty cool. And also slightly cheesy, but people still kind of love me. People still bring me up when I'm 82. He's probably really, really rich. Unless he spent everything on hookers and blow. Which, let's face it, is possible.
He's just so fucking old. How is he that fucking old?
He was born.
Well, he was, yeah.
And then...
So he was born a while ago. That's sort of the problem.
In the 30s? Shit, he was around for like World War II.
Yeah, he was.
Well, so was George Takei, and he aged pretty well.
Oh my.
75.
I don't know, man. I watched so little Star Trek. I wouldn't be interested in all, except the first movie was really good, and the second movie seems to be really good. Also, it's got Sherlock as the villain, which is pretty cool. Or Smog, if you want to call him that.
If you were a UK nerd, one of the few outlets was Star Trek on BBC Two.
I guess.
What I'm really looking forward to is when Bilbo talks to Smog. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be like Sherlock and Watson.
Yeah. Man, did you guys hear Sherlock's been delayed till 2014?
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. Because of
all
the
cut out these two dumb people that got in a shot.
Did they ruin a fucking ruin the continuity?
They had to redo the whole thing again.
So, you know, they wasted him like an entire week and $200,000 in damages.
I really do hope we're in it because it's just going to be so fucking
funny. That'd be
funny.
really cool to just like, alright, hey, I want to bust out Sherlock Season 3 DVD, Episode 2, 20 minutes in, Sherlock's in the park. look back there. Oh yeah, it's the Sjin Meister and the Duncanator.
It'd be one of those things where you have to pause and like zoom in to see.
Yeah, exactly. But like very, very. But if it's Blu-ray, I guess the quality will still be high. So, but yeah, I guess with Star Trek and with Lord of the Rings and stuff, and a lot of projects, season Sherlock 3 has been delayed, which sucks. This dung. I really wish people didn't use the term dung as shortening for dungeon. Lightning from my fingertips. Much like Darth Sidious. Emperor Palpatine.
Love it. Sips in Skyrim. He's always saying he's Palpatine. He's like, did you wielding the sparks?
I wonder if they knew that the Emperor was Darth Sidious back in the originals, or they just gave him that name later on.
What, you think the guy's name was Darth Sidious and like the parents' name?
No. I mean fucking George Lucas.
We should have known. His name was Darth Sidious.
We named him Darth Sidious all this time, and he turns out to be an
Martha,
evil
you
guy.
idiot.
Emperor Darth Sidious.
If only you'd named him Joey Happy Place, it would have all been good.
She named him after her grandfather, Emperor.
Emperor was his middle name, actually. His first name was Bob.
It was really lame, that whole, clouded the dark side is, I'm so clouded.
Clouded? I guess that's why we suddenly don't know anything, although we always did before. It's weird, yes. The real question I was meaning was like if George Lucas and whatever Star Wars writers had decided that he had a name, or they just figured Emperor and Emperor Palpatine. And then they did a thing. Because the thing is, when they made the prequels later, they tried to have some sort of twist, but they already knew that Anakin would become evil. So I don't know what to do with a twist. I don't know. Let's do this Palpatine guy and Darth Sidious, and who is he? And that's just bullshit. It was really
It was
bad.
too obvious. I mean,
Palpatine... You knew the second you saw him in the first film that he was going to...
Yeah.
You can't really do twists when they did it with the format that they did. Well, not really traditional twists.
I don't know. They twisted. They twisted in Empire Strikes Back, because at the end of the second one they did a huge thing, but they didn't really twist at all in.
No, I mean in the first three. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because they did the sequels first. It's harder to do like character twists to such an extent as they
I suppose
Star Wars would have benefited from having a sequel to the original three instead of a prequel, because those characters, once you sort of found out who they were, like growing up, it sort of just took the mystique away from them, and like
that too, and also
Darth Vader as a kid. I want to see Darth Vader as Darth Vader.
You've seen these 4 episodes since like, whoa, big turnout, Luke's Jedi is reborn. Now you want to see what happens next. You don't want to see like, oh yeah, let's see how Darth Vader become a bad guy. It was probably some stupid reason, and then yes, it turned out it was pretty stupid reason. And then, oh yeah, what I really want to have is trade politics with the Federation. I want to make sure that we know exactly the political maneuvers that made them get into power, and how they made a clone army and a trade army and robots and shit, and then fought against each other, and then Order 66 and... What the fuck's going on?
Camino was a really cool place. I really liked it, but they didn't do much.
Yeah, and they were there for 5 minutes. Also,
the main plot point,
which was
Jar Binks fucks over the entire galaxy.
Yes, this is true, actually. Because he is the one that leads the vote of no confidence thing, or whatever. Or no confidence, but something like that, to give him lots of power.
It's no confidence. Oh, wait,
See, you're weekly,
no, it's Amidala.
No, he is.
He's no Diamond
He
League
votes.
law.
He votes no confidence in the previous senator.
No, that's Amidala that does that, actually. But Jar Jar becomes a senator in the second one. And the second one, I think, he gives the Emperor the right to do like martial arts, martial law, or extend him to become a whatever.
Executive powers and all that bullshit.
The right to martial
arts, yeah.
Red Letter Film
teaches him Kung Fu, yeah.
Why would anyone take him seriously?
I don't know.
Fucking.
Had they not seen the first video, like the first movie video? Like if you'd seen that, you'd know not to take Jar Jar serious. My give up. Oh, I trip and lose this ball of electricity into all the robot.
Yeah. They basically accidentally won that war.
I'll try spinning. That's good. You know, in some ways, I think Tiny Anakin is worse than Jar Jar. He's just horrible.
Well, you mean Kid Anakin or
Kid Anakin,
like Christian Anderson?
No, little one, like when he's Jake Lloyd.
You're just jealous he's a better pilot than you.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Did he not win
He did win the race. That's right.
Exactly.
Now this is pod racing. No, it's not. It's not fucking pod racing.
Pod racing was cool. Well, I don't know. I was a kid when I saw those films, and I really enjoyed them.
He was flying in the air, like at 5 years old or whatever. He was flying some X-wing.
There was some cool bits.
You missed the best quote. He uses the Force to see what's gonna happen before it happens.
Yeah. Also, Daltos, you transmitting.
That's the thing.
I can't stop.
Yep, that isn't line in the movie.
No, well, sort of like Qui-Gon says that with the Force, you see things happen like a split second before they do. That's why you have such great reflexes.
Qui-Gon Jinn was cool. I liked him.
Yeah, he's the only cool guy, and they killed him off in the first movie. Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul should have been around.
Darth Maul was cool.
The cool ones.
I like Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon.
But he was only on screen for like fucking 20.
Yes, he was a dumbass, but he was cool.
He was a fucking pussy. He was like an emotionless Jedi. He was a moron. He gets stabbed through the fucking chest and he like weeps like a bitch to Obi-Wan while he dies.
Yeah.
Why? Because it probably hurts. I'm pretty sure lightsabers hurt.
No, they cauterize. I don't think they do cause pain because they cauterize the wound. You fucking
They still hurt.
Oh my god.
They still
I'm
hurt.
pretty sure it's still gonna fucking hurt, isn't it?
Just because the wound is cauterized doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Doesn't mean it doesn't
Jesus.
hurt.
Well, if all the
He's
nerve
got a hole in
endings
his
are like
stomach.
incinerated, I'm not in. I don't know.
No,
I've never been stabbed with a lightsaber.
Oh, this droid just decided
Look, so if
to
you
run
cut your
away.
hand off and then you burn it, the stump,
No,
you suddenly
that's
think
two
all the pain disappears.
That's two different actions. That's two different actions. I'm saying like if it's happening at once. Plus you're going to shock.
No.
You know, like sometimes you hear people get shot, they don't feel.
Watch my comment.
Is this backing up?
That's the other thing that Red Letter Film said, that the lightsaber fights weren't about like looking cool and doing good choreography. They were like essential to the storyline. It showed like the transfer between the weak and the powerful and good and evil. And in the first three, they were just throwing them out everywhere.
I don't sense anything. This video is amazing.
Well, that's also because they could make it cooler in the second ones, you know? I mean, I guess lightsabers were always cool. People always wanted to do things, but I don't know. To be fair, like I think still to this day, like the Phantom Menace lightsaber fight at the end is really, really cool. Then they screw it up completely for the Dooku fight because they decided to have it's more important to have close-ups on Anakin's face than actual showing lightsaber fighting.
I like Dooku as well.
He didn't do anything. That's other the problems. He was just kind of just there, and then like.
No, the robot was more than him.
And, yeah, and he was weird. Why is he coughing? Is he not a robot? Is he apparently a lizard or something? I don't know.
No, he is a robot, but I think he's just supposed to be ill.
How can a robot have a fucking disease?
Computer virus.
It's got a computer virus, obviously.
No. Do you not remember when he crushes? He like crushes his chest.
Yeah, he's part organic.
Oh, so it's like an android.
The thing is,
androids can be ill.
General Grievous came out before the third movie came out, and he was a main villain in the Clone Wars animated shorts, like the 5-10 minute long episode that didn't really have any dialogue.
All three.
Yeah,
they were
really good.
Yeah, they were really cool, and Grievous was a badass there. He just walked up there and had his lightsabers, and he destroyed everyone. And in the movie, he's like this coughing lizard who walks up and starts spinning his lightsabers around, because that's how you properly fucking fight with a lightsaber.
He's an evil metal Jar Binks with 4 arms.
Yeah. Christ.
I like the fight scene where it's like, oh shit, Obi-Wan is fucked. How can he defeat this thing? And he just like cuts off 2 of his arms in about 10 seconds. Just like laughs.
Oh, Grievous, this might be dangerous, Robo. And he's like, haha, I don't mind. I'm just gonna drop down in the middle of all of them and just say hello because I'm invincible. Apparently, you know.
Right.
And it's like, yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm a Jedi. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm just gonna hold on all of you.
I hate the smile he wore throughout the whole of those movies. It was like he was at Disneyland, the whole fucking thing, right up until the end.
Which is probably Ewan Gregor's fault, because he loved that shit. But yeah.
He's not too good an actor. I mean he's been
pretty
good in some stuff, but no, he's consistently he's not that. I don't know. The Island was okay, but I like The Island because of Steve Buscemi more than.
I like The Island too, and I know most people don't. I just thought it was kind of funny. And, well, not funny really, but you know what I mean.
It wasn't supposed to be funny, really. You know? That's not a fucking movie you watched.
The clones. That
The Island is funny. What?
Yeah. Not funny.
What did you laugh at? The enslavement of thousands, or what? Or the harvesting?
I laughed at the idea of millions and millions of Scarlett Johanssons being around. That's what I laughed at.
There was only the one Scarlett Johansson that we saw.
No. She was a clone too.
Yeah, but there's two.
Scarlett Johansson clone is Scarlett Johansson.
Might have been.
That's Scarlett Johansson clone.
Potentially that could have been more,
but pretty much close enough.
So you laughed at the idea that there might have been more Scarlett Johansson.
Yes! Yes! That is why I laughed.
You sick fuck. What else is Ian McGregor in?
Lol.
I only remember him from The Island and
Could be more Scarletts around.
Trainspotting?
He was in Moulin Rouge.
I've never seen
which was a
Trainspotting.
fantastic film.
Oh yeah, Moulin Rouge was actually
Moulin
really
Rouge
good.
either.
So you've seen him in like 2 movies and you're like, oh, he's really bad though.
No, I've seen him in more movies, but I can't think off the top of my head. Shut up.
You could, if you had only seen Star Wars, you would think Natalie Portman was a horrific actress, like horrible. She's pretty good.
She's alright. She was a child actor.
Apparently, even
in movies. Yeah. She grew into acting, I think.
Maybe, yeah, but she did some of the ones before. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But the thing is, apparently even Hayden Christensen was a good actor.
No,
he isn't that bad.
That's lies. He's just.
I haven't seen.
Like,
although he was.
What else has he been in? What else has
something
he been
called
in?
Glass House thing. I don't know.
I saw him in something. I can't even remember what it was, but it was garbage, and he was equally as terrible in that. So.
Really?
Wasn't he? He was in G.I. Joe.
I've never seen G.I. Joe.
That's just confirmed as awful for being in that.
I mean, Dwayne the Rock Johnson is in that.
Yeah, but he's a
fucking The Rock.
Did we finish?
We finished Dungeon, yeah.
Yes, it's hard not to like him, I find.
No, I like
The Rock,
but he's a bad actor.
Yeah, it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone. No. Well, I mean,
The Rock is an action movie star, basically. That's what he does.
No,
he's like a Sylvester Stallone.
No, he isn't.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You gotta watch some movies.
Which movies?
Southland Tales.
Southland Tales, yeah. Which
Southland Tales? Is that the one with Stingy from Jackass? No.
Yeah,
no, I'm thinking of the one. It's Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Somebody.
Oh no,
Justin
there's
Timberlake.
one where he's like a sheriff of a town, and he's.
By the way,
with,
Justin
one of the guys
Timberlake.
from Jackass.
That guy seems really cool. I have grown to like him quite a lot after seeing him on a bunch of stuff. Have you seen the Time? What?
Oh, the film where it's Justin Timberlake and like the world is run on time.
Oh yeah, that was quite. That's quite good.
That's a good
I like
film.
that.
Yeah,
I like that.
it is.
I want to see that. I've seen. I was thinking of there's a. He and Jimmy Fallon did like a long rap thing called History of Rap, which was pretty cool. And he was in Jonathan Ross, and it was pretty cool. And he seems like a chill dude, honestly. There's some interviews with him and stuff as well, so it's nice.
He's good.
Which band did he come from?
Again now.
Westlife?
NSYNC.
New Kids and NSYNC, okay.
Westlife's England.
Okay.
Did you say New Kids on the Block?
New Kids
Yeah. That's a fucking name from the Blast from the Past.
No, what was it? It was the Bee Gees, that's right, yeah.
The Bee Gees? From the Beatles? Yeah, you had Paul, John, Ringo, George, and Justin.
Pet Shop Boy.
He's the Manic Street Preachers.
No, Ian Dewey and the Blockheads, that was it. He was one of the Blockheads.
He was Ian Dewey.
He was Ian Dewey. He's aged really well. Really
Isn't he dead now?
Much like Shatner, just to bring it to full circle.
Wow. I mean, I think Dewey's been dead for like 5 years.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. There was a big kerfuffle.
And Time came out like 4 years ago, so I don't really think it could be.
I fucking hated his music and his stuff, so, I didn't really care.
I liked him in that Madness.
Was he you're thinking about that dude, Suggs?
No, he was... No, I'm not thinking of Suggs. Ian Dewey was in He was in one Madness song. It's like one of their latest songs.
Baggy Trousers.
Yeah, Baggy Trousers. Released in like 2020. No, it was Drip Fed Fred. That's it. Yeah.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Like somewhere along the line.
Ian Dewey is Justin Timberlake, and he was also in a Madness
Google
song.
It. Yeah,
I don't want to Google this.
This is basically like Forrest Whitaker in the game all over again.
Yeah, and Daniel Byrne.
Natalie Portman. That's Forrest Whitaker.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Oh yeah, it was Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Michael Douglas.
Very similar noses.
No, Michael Douglas was actually in the game.
Yeah, that's why we can't.
I didn't even think the game was a film.
No, the game
I thought it was just a game.
Actually,
I thought the game was just a game.
And you thought it was like Triple H, the wrestler?
Oh.
He was in, what was he in? Oh, he was in Blade 3. Blade 3.
Yes, he was. He was pretty horrible.
Blade
3, what a piece of shit movie. Jesus
It was
Christ.
really good.
You know when Abigail Whistler is gonna go out and hunt vampires, she's fucking programming in her iPod. Oh, what's she doing? Oh, she's programming her own Vampire Hunter playlist, customized for her. And she's sitting there, and you can see her looking at the fucking iPod, like selecting songs. It was like a 5-minute long product placement. And why would you listen to music in your ears when you're trying to hunt? You'd think like, being able to hear someone would be pretty good. It's not badass. It's Apple.
Killed by the vampire. I couldn't fucking hear. Whoops.
Because I was listening to Evanescence, Bring Me Tonight, or whatever.
Did you see the vampires in that film? They weren't stealthy. They ran at them like full.
No, but they probably could have been.
Yeah, they could have been, but they didn't. So the point's.
It was a shit film. Stop defending.
I liked
Blade 1 was good.
The guy with
Blade
the bow.
1 was good, but the other two were really shit.
No, Blade 2 was great. Don't you diss Blade 2?
Really? No. I didn't like the Blade 2 one because they were
okay.
like... It was at the most okay. 3 was shit, or Blade Trinity as it was called. I liked the first one best though, because Frost was a much cooler villain than the other one. Like a super vampire, and then, I don't know what the other one was, also probably some super vampire. Ancient Dracula.
I like
the
crazy face thing they did in the second one.
No, in 3 it was like, it was the dude from Prison Break. Every time I saw his face, I just kept thinking, so he got out of prison then, yeah?
Oh yeah, it was Lincoln Burrows, wasn't it?
Yeah, I couldn't associate him with any other character apart from that dude from Prison Break.
I love those continuation characters like Hal and Malcolm in the Middle and
Breaking Bad. Yeah, have you heard the theory?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I think
it's already proper.
Breaking Bad is so popular now that he's sort of become something more than Malcolm in the Middle at this point.
Also, he looks very different.
He's such a badass.
Once he shaved his head,
so different. You can just completely ignore the fact that it's the same guy.
Yeah. Do you think that's why they did it?
Nah.
No, it's probably just they wanted him to look. The entire point of Breaking Bad was always like, we're gonna show you a villain, and how he became a villain in a long form and make it seem like he was doing right. And yeah, that's sort of what they did.
Mm.
Man, Breaking Bad is good. It's really, really good.
He's not really a villain.
Oh, he's becoming one in the later seasons, but although no spoilers, I still haven't watched the latest.
Yeah, he's a dick.
He's not really a villain. You still want him to, do well.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess he he is sort of he's more than an anti-hero though. He is quite
do well, and he's definitely a fucking villain.
Well, he only kills evil guys. Well, actually, no.
Does that make it better though? Are you arguing that, Mr. Enslaved?
Yes. If we're going to seriousness, yeah.
Dexter's better when it's not that bullshit code stuff and Dark Passenger.
Yeah.
I hate every time he mentions fucking Dark Passenger. I think, oh.
Dark Passenger, yeah.
It's the lamest.
Just shut up with it.
Mentioned a ton in the book.
You like to kill
the
people.
The books is horrible.
Give it a name.
Do not read the books.
They've definitely gone in a
First one's okay.
direction to the books though, which is good.
Yeah, thank God for that. In the books is some sort of ancient cult that possesses the god Moloch into people and shit. It's just what?
The books
the
of
Dark
Dex.
Passenger is literally like a dark passenger, like a spirit. Comes out.
Who,
oh wow, so he's actually possessed.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, it's horrible.
I read the Hunger Games. I just read through all.
I did too. I thought it was I
think she's pretty good at describing action. Dialogue's awful.
I think so, yeah, but
the story's bad.
The story is pretty shit. Like, the characters and the story is basically shit, and to be honest, that's most of the reason why I read books, so I didn't really like it very much.
It didn't need a second book. It only needed 2 books.
Yeah. What do you mean it didn't need a third? They could have skipped book 2.
No, it did need a second one.
Yeah. Could have gone from 1 to 3 easy. To be honest, it could have sort of made the first one a little bit shorter and just had 1 book.
Maybe.